helping make your life easier. Moms Every Day.
Hello, welcome to Moms Every Day. I'm Amanda Lanham. One of the biggest problems that parents have for keeping order at home is staying organized, right? Especially when you feel like you don't have a ton of space. So we've got some tips for getting things put away without actually having to dedicate a storage room for it. We also have some tips for setting up a healthy family routine for you coming up in just a little bit. And the saying goes, you get what you pay for. But is that really right? We've got a list of common purchases that cost way more than they should coming up for you in the next half hour. Well, if you've always wanted to redecorate your house but are feeling short on inspiration, Cara Suboy reports on some great places to start. She recommends some top home decor apps and websites.
Apartment Therapy is a wonderful website to browse for home inspiration. It reads like a well-curated blog with interesting contributions from style makers and average people who just want to show off a beautifully decorated room. You can also browse on the left side of the page to find something specific, like a decorating style, remodeling ideas for a particular room, or take a tour of other people's spaces. House is another great website and app that can offer all sorts of remodeling inspiration. Not only can you search by room of the house, but you can also search down to the individual fixture and furniture in that room. Once you see something you like, save it to your lookbook or even purchase it directly from the site. And finally, check out Domain Home. This elegant site features room and house tours of well-known actors, actresses, and others with that golden decorating touch.
I could spend hours on sites like that. Well, whether you live in an apartment or a small home, you can wrangle all your belongings and keep some order and organization. We're going to help you. Jessica Kellner from Mother Earth Living is here with tips for us after the break.
Now the Daily Pledge, sponsored by Blue River Traders.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Helping make your life easier. Moms Every Day.
Here with Jessica Kellner, editor-in-chief of Mother Earth Living magazine. Thanks for coming over, Jessica.
Thank you.
And today we understand you've got some small space storage solutions for us.
I do. This is a really fun topic, I think. You can use a lot of creative solutions. We cover this a lot in our magazine. So I thought I would share some of these with you. It's time everybody's ready to organize their home at the start of the new year. So one idea I really like to keep in mind is multi-purpose furnishings. So this is something actually from my own home. I use a large basket like this as a side table, tons of space inside. I keep blankets and stuff in it. And then, so I can put drinks and things like that on it, I just top it with a pretty tray or a vintage fruit crate, and then it makes this really nice, lovely table that is sturdy. You also can find really cool vintage trunks, old suitcases, stuff like that at antique stores, and that makes a really affordable, cool way to add some personality to your room and also have some hidden storage space. Also, if you're looking for something like an ottoman, keep in mind tucked in drawers and different storage that you can have sort of secretly hidden out in the open in your home.
But still stylish. I like that.
But still stylish, yeah. Another place people really struggle is in the kitchen. If you have an older home especially, even if it's a bigger home, a lot of times they'll have very compact kitchens and you're trying to make the best use of that space. Fortunately, there's tons of products out there to help you with this. This is just a really simple expandable shelf. You can put this anywhere. You could have it even out in the open on your countertop to give you some above and below space, or if you have tall cabinets and you have extra vertical space, put this in there and that gives you another layer. Also using tiered items like this for a spice rack or other things. This is also expandable, so there's a lot of clever items out there designed to help you with this issue.
Right.
I also like the idea of something like this. This is just a bamboo carrier for flatware. If you are the type that has only a few drawers, a few cabinets, keep some stuff out in the open. This could be on your dining room table filled with your flatware. It's really cute. You can take it wherever you want to, and then that frees up an entire drawer in your kitchen for storage for other tools.
And where would you find things like this?
You can find this at home stores. I found some of this at TJ Maxx.
So they're plentiful.
Yeah, the Container Store, Stacks and Stacks. And last, don't forget the vertical space on your walls. I love the idea of using hooks. Lots of hooks everywhere. You can make something like this. You can create a space for an entryway even if you don't have one. Or shelves. Lots of wall mount shelves, and you can hide stuff in lidded baskets like this so that it looks neat and organized, but you have all of your holiday decorations or whatever in here on a shelf out in the open so that it doesn't have to be in a closet.
I think that's a great idea. You don't have to relegate storage space to put things like that.
Exactly, and yet with the basket, it doesn't matter what it is, it keeps it looking very stylish like you said, and yet you're hiding all that stuff on a shelf right out in the open.
Absolutely. Jessica, great advice. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, for more ways to make mom's life easier, be sure to visit us at MomsEveryday.com. Mom's Everyday Trivia is sponsored by Midland Exteriors.
And now, your Mom's Everyday forecast.
We saw a lot of sunshine throughout Friday afternoon, temperatures making the middle 80s. Doesn't feel like fall, but technically it still is. This weekend, beautiful. The Aaron Douglas Art Fair is on Saturday from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also the Topeka Zoobilee at the Topeka Zoo. Should be a great day for it. 85 degrees and sunshine on Sunday. The Chiefs are at home on Monday Night Football.
Parents across the country are tasked with creating new family routines to start the year on the right note with kids in school. Here to share tips for a successful school year is food expert, best-selling author, and mom herself, Pam Anderson. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Amanda. Well, it certainly starts first thing in the morning with a great breakfast. We all know how important that is. And I love serving oatmeal with milk and seasonal fruit. It's a great way to start the day. Of course, cereal is quick and easy, but then there are those days when there just isn't time and all you can do is hand your kid a glass of milk and watch them make sure they down that, give them a kiss and hand them a granola bar as they walk out the door. But at least you know that you got 8 grams of protein down them that's going to fuel them through lunch.
Absolutely, and a lot of kids can't wait for lunch, so I want to hear your tips for that one.
Yes, and lunch is great, and I love giving my kids fruit and vegetables at lunch, and I always find that when I include a little container of dip, the vegetable container always comes home empty. They really do like that. I give my kids milk, money every day, and when they were in elementary school, of course, they loved the chocolate milk. And these days, the school flavored milks have less sugar in them, but when my daughters became teenagers, they switched to fat-free, but either way was fine with me because regardless of the variety of milk, they still pack the same 9 nutrients, the protein that we talked about, the vitamin D and the calcium. But I love when my kids come home from school and I often welcome them with a smoothie. I've got a peanut butter and jelly smoothie today that also includes milk and banana. And you can see here this Nutri-Ninja blender system with Auto IQ is an all-in-one tool to create healthy and nutritious meals. And you can see the blades here. It's Pro Extractor blades break down whole fruits, vegetables, ices, and seeds for maximum nutrient and vitamin extraction. And of course, you've got a single-serve canister that comes with it, which is great because you can make it and just hand it to your child as they're running away to start their homework or to go outside and play. I find that the smoothie actually takes you through until dinner, but my kids always came to the table hungry, and at this point, that's when I would give them the salad first before the dinner. If I included it with the dinner, the salad often got left behind. Right. So this is a great way to get some more vegetables in. And then I include you know, vegetables on their favorite dishes like pizza and pasta, so there's motivation to eat them. One other way to get the kids involved is to involve them in the Great American Milk Drive, which provides milk for America's neediest students. Take them and head over to milklife.com/give and let them donate to a needy student who needs milk. Even $5 today can help.
All right, so you're getting them involved in their nutrition and their community. That's pretty good. Good tips, Pam.
That's great. And if you type in your zip code, the milk will actually go to a food pantry in your area.
Oh, wow, neat. All right, well, Pam Anderson, lots of great tips. Is there any way we can get online to get any more information?
Yes, just go to milklife.com. And there are lots of more tips and recipes and everything that you need to know about today's nutrition and keeping our kids fueled throughout the day with the nutrients that they most need.
It's super important. Pam, thank you.
Thank you, Amanda.
Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
We can't put brakes on aging, but we can have an impact on how well we age by what we eat. You've heard it before, but eating plenty of fruits and vegetables is a great place to start. They contain antioxidants, which may help slow down the aging process by slowing down damage to the body. Whole grains are another good option, things like whole wheat bread or brown rice. Unlike foods made with white flour, whole grains contain natural chemicals that help fight diseases, potentially decreasing the risk for diabetes, heart disease, and some cancers. Whole grains also help keep us full, so we'll be less likely to overeat and put on weight. Another age-fighting food is fatty fish. Salmon is a good example. It contains omega-3s, good fats that our bodies need to stay healthy by helping to protect against heart attack and stroke. And now for a treat, dark chocolate. A word of caution, though. Eat it in moderation and with at least 70% cocoa. Dark chocolate contains antioxidants that are good for the heart, reducing the risk for blood clots. For today's Health Minute, I'm Holly Furfer.
Helping make your life easier. Moms Every Day.
Well, nobody heads out shopping with the intention of spending more than they have to, but that's exactly what we do often, isn't it? Here's money expert Stacey Johnson with a list of common buys that cost more than they should.
Getting married and getting buried. Both events that run into the thousands. If you've paid for either, you'll probably acknowledge they often cost more, a lot more, than you feel like they should. But there are lots of things we buy that are way overpriced. Here are a few of my favorites, along with some cheaper alternatives. First, pets. Why would you ever pay $1,000 for a purebred dog when you can get one practically free from the Humane Society and save a life at the same time? Next, designer anything. From handbags to sunglasses to clothes, it's easy to pay hundreds of dollars extra just for a name. Sure, sometimes quality is better, but hundreds better? Not often. And speaking of a name, there's makeup. Sometimes better, maybe. But listen to this bite from a makeup artist from a 2010 story.
This Chanel foundation, love it, $45. This Maybelline here at Walgreens for $10.50.
How about razor blades? You can pay $3.50 for a heavily advertised cartridge. That's insane, especially when you can get a virtually identical no-name for less than half that price. I paid a couple of bucks for this HDMI cable. Why in the world would I pay $70? And yet, there it is, so somebody must be buying it. Finally, glasses. You can go to a high-end store and pay $500 for frames, or you can go online and pay $50. You can also go to a warehouse store and pay a lot less. What are we, blind? Believe me, I could go on, but I don't have any more time. So let's continue the conversation online. What do you think we pay too much for? Go to MoneyTalksNews.com, do a search for spending, and tell me. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacey Johnson.
All right, thanks, Stacey. And for those of you who don't like the idea of shopping at all, there are online retailers that will send you things like clothes based on your personal preferences. This is a growing trend. There are shoe sites that do it too. Marley Hall shows us how it works.
Sharon Barrow has never enjoyed deciding what to wear, but what she really hates is shopping for clothes.
I'm lazy. I don't want to go to the store. I don't want to go through racks of clothes. I don't want to dress myself.
So now Barrow has someone else pick clothes for her. She signed up with the online retailer Stitch Fix. Customers fill out a survey with dozens of questions, including age, size, and budget. You can also pick out your favorite kind of styles. A computer algorithm then crunches the data. Every month, a stylist at Stitch Fix sends her a box with clothes and accessories, plus instructions on how to wear them together.
And I don't have to think about clothing now. I have choices to wear.
Stitch Fix is one of several online clothing companies that offer this type of personalized shopping. And retail analyst Wendy Liebman says it appears to be a growing trend.
It's something that's becoming more mainstream, more established as retailers see the opportunity.
Nordstrom sees the opportunity. It recently bought the men's personal shopping site Trunk Club for $350 million.
I like.
Barrow says she keeps about 90% of what she sent, which costs her about $250 a month. And she can ship back items she doesn't like free of charge.
All right, there you go. It's good for some of you. Sometimes it's fun to just go shopping. Well, chopping up onions can be difficult if you're not a chef. Luckily, Chef Allie is a friend of the show, and she's going to show us an easy way to cut those onions coming up after the break. First, though, we want to take a look at today's Cutest Kids, sponsored by your Topeka Hy-Vee. We've got these two must-be siblings. They look almost mirror image, don't they? And then we've got these adorable pigtails on a beautiful baby. There we go. Do you have a beautiful baby to show off? Well, we want to see them. Submit photos of your cute little ones. You can do that online at MomsEveryday.com.
Today I want to show you a simple technique for cutting an onion. We want to cut our onion in half right through the root, like so. This technique only works if you cut it through the root. So we need to go, just like I did, cut it in half, and then we're going to lay it cut side down. We'll trim the top and the bottom, and then we want to take the wide part of our knife and just lay that right on top of the onion. Take the heel of your palm of your other hand and just press down right on the top just until you hear a little crunch. Once you hear that crunch, it tells you that your onion is ready to release its skin nice and easily. Now see this black part underneath? We're going to go ahead and take off that next layer of the onion just because that's there. So we'll just remove that real quickly. And then we'll take our onion and we're going to layer it. We're going to cut into our onion just like this, making 2 or 3 layers. Notice we're just coming part way back into the onion. Then what we'll do is we'll cut down through the layers just like this, so that when we turn it and cut this way, we're cutting down through all of those cuts that we've made. And what happens then is all of our onions are in nice uniform pieces, all the same size, so they cook much more evenly.
You can find other great cooking tips along with recipes at MomsEveryday.com. There are dinner ideas, but also something for your sweet tooth, like peanut butter fudge. When it comes to budgeting and saving money, there's advice for that, including some habits you can pick up to help save, and plenty of parenting articles, like the latest information that shows parent involvement is linked to classroom success for kids. Your complete guide to being mom is online now at MomsEveryday.com. I wanted to leave you today with a cute little story about a dad in West Virginia. Oftentimes we as parents do embarrassing things, but I think once you become a parent, the things you find embarrassing become fewer in numbers. So this dad is willing to do whatever it takes to help cheer on his kids and to get involved in what they're doing. Take a look.
1, 2, 3. Spin fingers!
Tony Bowles is both a father and a friend. His 3 children have been involved in sports ranging from softball to show choir, and he hasn't missed an event yet.
He's always been able to make it to everything we do, no matter if there's like 2 activities in a day and they're, speeding to get there.
And he isn't just sitting in the stands. Tony likes to be as involved as possible when he cheers on his kids.
The more the parents are involved, the less they are to wander get in trouble with what's going on around them.
Tony says parenthood should be all about going the extra mile to make sure children are safe. Having fun, well, that's just an added perk to his responsibilities. He plans to continue his ability and share plenty of life lessons along the way.
They've raised us to be parents just as much as we, raised them to be adults. So it goes both ways.
That is true. And I just love to see the dad cheerleading. Never seen that before. Well, I hope that we've helped you out today around the house and with the kiddos. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Visit Moms Everyday online or on the go through our Moms Everyday app. Download it today to find local solutions for you and your family.